Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Heroes of the Storm. I'm Carl London and today we're going to be playing as Murky. Now, I've just recently been playing a bit and as you can tell, a few of my characters have now gotten to level 10 and some of them I actually haven't played in a while in terms of making videos on them. So I've decided I'm going to go back and some of the guys that some of the heroes that I just recently got to 10, I'm going to make a couple of videos of them. Murky, Johanna, Sonia. I'm not sure about Vala because she's been there for a while. Probably Zeratul and Nova. So, and those are probably going to be the next 5 or 6 videos, and then I'm going to go back and kind of hit the ones that are 9, and then make some videos on the ones that I'm playing that are level 9, and so on. Just trying to get all my heroes up to level 10 as quickly as I can, or as time permits. Anyway, so Murky today, we're gonna just talk about the abilities, and then we're gonna dive right in. Obviously, if you don't want to see or understand any about the abilities, or if you're very familiar with Murky already and you just want to see gameplay, then just click on the link that I will provide in the bottom right hand corner. Alright, so Q ability is Slime. You're going to deal damage initially to anything that's around you, and the slime is going to stay on that enemy for about 8 seconds, and it's going to slow them for 20% by 20%. Now, it's also important to know that this is a 4-second cooldown, and the thing lasts for 8 seconds, and when you do it again, you're going to do 205 damage to enemies who are already slimed. So it's going to increase the damage as when you slime somebody that's already slimed. Pufferfish, this is what's going to be basically your biggest damage dealer as it relates to not only hero if they happen to stand in it, but most people walk out of it, but it's also what's going to be your biggest damage dealer to siege when it comes to sieging. You just drop it underneath a siege tower, let it work, and it does a ton of damage. What it does is you put something on the floor. After a 3-second delay, the fish will blow up for a certain amount of damage. Now, it is important to know that the enemy heroes can target it. So obviously, you just have to be aware that they might, if they target it, then it does nothing. Safety bubble. This is one of our, one of our only mechanism of getting away from people. It's our safety bubble. When you click it, you become invulnerable for 2 seconds. Basically, you cannot be attacked, you cannot be targeted, you cannot attack, you cannot target anything, and you cannot use any of your abilities for 2 seconds. It gives you the ability to get out of jail if you need to, but again, if they're on top of you, it's really not doing much but buying time. But it could be important if you're trying to save your team. If your whole team is running away, you kind of want to put yourself into the middle of things and die. And that comes directly related to what our trait is, which is spawn egg. What we do is we have the ability, Murky can put an egg anywhere on the map. As long as that egg is active, then when you die, you only have a 5-second res timer. Now that's very important because it gives you the ability to get back into fights obviously very quickly. You don't have to get the 20-second, 30-second, 50 seconds as time goes on in the game. But also because of this ability and because of how Murky is such a low health character, if you die, you only give 25% experience to the enemy team. So again, that kind of ties back to the whole principle of how Murky works. You can die or sacrifice yourself for the rest of the team if the team is trying to run away, etc., because you're only going to give 25% experience when you die. Now, it is important to know that if your egg is actually killed, or destroyed, I should say, then you get a regular res timer just as if you get killed, just like anybody else. So it's obviously important not only to have your egg up, but also in a safe place. Heroics, March of Madness, March of Madness, obviously we can tell we're in the month of March. March of the Murlocs and Octograb. Octograb is pretty much the one I go to. It's really a very powerful team utility. You basically summon an octopus, you lock down an individual for 3 seconds. They cannot do anything for 3 seconds. While you're not doing a ton of damage, as you can see here by doing 1 damage a second, the purpose is to lock down a specific target and let your fellow heroes just take him down and immediately try and take a person out of the fight. March of the Murlocs, it's basically you summon a ton of Murlocs. They just walk across the field. They do a lot of damage to everything in their path. They do a lot of slows as well, but it's important to know that they only do half the damage to structures. So it's really a mechanism to be used against a grouped up bunch of heroes. Let's say if you're near heroes and towers and structures, it's probably the best time to unleash it. But I mean, I think the big thing here is that they all do a lot of damage, and it's obviously a slow, which is kind of interesting for 5 seconds, which can be a significant slow. Anyway, let's dive right in and let's get right in and see what Murky's like in the field. Alright, looks like Cursed Hollow is today's map. So with the first hero talent level, let's just quickly take a look at the enemy team. So a lot of auto attack abilities with Vala. I'm pretty sure Muradin is, and so is Lunara. So this goes well with what I typically go with my first tier talent, which is block, which is basically every 5 seconds you're gonna gain the ability to block a basic attack from a hero, and you can store up to 2 charges. What it's going to do, it's going to reduce every basic attack by 50%. Considering that we are incredibly squishy, that's a very important that's an important thing to have, I guess, so to speak. I think one. What do we have as our team? Why is it just us 3? Why did he say that? Is it because people are not moving? Anyway, so what makes Murky so difficult is not necessarily only his offensive gameplay, for so to speak, but it's also because of how the team around you, understands the mechanics behind Murky, right? I mean, if you are the type of person, oh crap, there's like a lot of people here. If you don't understand how Murky works, then one, you can, the friendly team can get themselves into trouble, right? So it's like, if they, oh my god, it's like Murky's gonna die, so I'm gonna go in and save him. Oh crap, I forgot to put my egg. I'm gonna go in and save him, when they don't realize that Murky dying is not important. Sometimes Murky dying is a good thing, because he's trying to save somebody else. Obviously, as you can tell, I just did a new move there and didn't even put my egg down. So you want to put your egg down, obviously, somewhere where when you respawn, you're coming back to the battle as quickly as possible. This is also a bigger map than normal, so it's going to make it so that having it closer is even more important. So you have less distance to travel. All right, so let's. Did they really do that much damage already? All right, so I'm just going to be a nuisance here. Going to make ourselves invulnerable. Lunara is going to come follow us. That's going to make her... Dude, Lunara is making a ton of damage here right now. And Sergeant Hammer is asking for some help in the middle. Egg. Alright, so with Murky, you're just poking. This combo here is doing a huge number on us right now. I am going to die. Yep. So, I guess the Lunara Muradin combo... Not Lunara Muradin. Lunara Malfurion combo is very OP, as you can tell. So I haven't even been able to do really much at all. So I'm just gonna try and see if we can do what we're supposed to do, and that is, Murky is a huge XP generator. We're gonna go with Living the Dream, and that's gonna give us increased ability powers the longer we stay alive. So as long as we're alive, then we can do a ton of we do more damage with our abilities, which is really good, considering that we already are squishy, so we want to try and focus somebody down as quickly as possible. So normally I'd like to ignore the first tribute, but because it's up here, I am going to go down and deal with it and help the team out. So we'll see what we'll do. As long as the rest of the team comes up, then we should be fine. But if it's just me and Muradin here, we're not going to be able to do anything. So, all right. So where did Lunara go? All right. And Sergeant Hammer, I'm not sure what he was doing, but he was obviously trying to make himself available, in the back line, but he was completely, and I need to walk back because I'm about to die. Murky regenerates health incredibly fast, so that makes it very good. So that it's kind of like the Muradin, where if you're out of combat for a little while, then you're regenerating health incredibly quicker. And obviously, I'm just going to drop this here so that nothing happens, so that they're obviously going to target it. I don't care, but I just want to make sure that they're not going to focus or be able to gather it. So they're obviously going to try and gather now. They're probably going to throw something in this corner here. I am just going to drop this. I'm just going to... Oh, that's all right. All right, so Sergeant Hammer is now positioned well, so that should give us the advantage. They're not going to be able to... let's see if we can get Lunara here. I'm going to bubble out of that. And then walk backwards. Alright, so I'm just going to drop this here to clear the minion wave there, so it can do some damage there. Sergeant Hammer is actually very well positioned at this point. Oh crap, I walked right into Li Ming's, I forget the sphere, the Archon sphere, what it's called. Alright, so we are doing okay. We're just going to drop our pufferfish now. Probably could have done it a little better positioning on that, but that's alright. Let's see if we can... Nope. You're gonna walk backwards here. Gonna see if we can focus down. So remember, you're doing. I can do a ton of damage against that Li Ming. The further I am away from Li Ming, the more I'm gonna die. And at this point, I wonder if it makes sense to. Where did Sergeant Hammer? You don't need to. I'm gonna go with compressed air, which is gonna increase the radius of my pufferfish, so that it can get more people or more structures, so to speak. So, wow, this has been going on forever. I don't know if it's worth it. Like, I'm just gonna mess around here. No, just if it's just Malfurion targeting me. Ooh, this is gonna be the big turning point right now, because we lost Sergeant Hammer. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can focus Vala here. Good. Wow, this has been going on for a lot longer than I would like. Alright, so a couple of kills. Murky's getting a couple of kills. Woohoo! Alright, so maybe we can get it now. I'm just going to focus Li Ming here, because the further I am, the closer I am to her, the less damage she does. But I am... Alright, so Li Ming is now... There's not much Li Ming can do. Oh, ooh, she almost got me there. Alright, so I'm just going to... I'm going to see if I can block... Alright, good job. See, I blocked the middle spike, and I wonder if that middle spike would have been what would have stopped Li Ming from grabbing that cap. Okay, that was an incredibly long tribute. She's gonna follow him. Oh wow. Okay, I did not think that she was gonna die too. Alright, so we're just gonna sit here. I'm gonna trade. By sitting here and trading, we should be able to do a decent amount of damage to Malfurion. Now, obviously, with the help of Li Ming, no, that's not going to be possible to do anything here. Alright, so we're just going to drop our... Okay, we overextended there. Okay, so Murden is back, and I'm just going to fall backwards. So, as you can tell, my bubble is coming up in a few seconds. Alright, so we're going to come back. Alright, so we're going to help push turn. So, I was trying to drop my pufferfish there, but unfortunately died just before I was able to drop my pufferfish. So, I'm going to come up here and help Tyrande. And unfortunately the next tribute has spawned. We are at level 10, so we do have a little bit of an advantage. So that will make it a lot easier at this next tribute. Alright, so I'm going to come down and obviously help. With my Octograb, which is what's going to be able to lock down somebody in place, I'm going to target... Ooh, almost had him. Almost had her, I should say. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can... okay, I'm not really sure what killed me. Alright. I actually don't even know what killed me. I'm pretty sure nobody was targeting me, so... Alright, so we're back in the fight. That's alright. We're going to see if we can lock down either Lunara, Vala, or... Let's see. Oh, that's not who I was targeting, but that's alright. I was actually targeting Malfurion. I'm not sure why I grabbed whoever it is I grabbed. Well, that was a disaster. Okay, so they've got their ults as well. Looks like, is Murden going to be able to... Nope, Murden died to the tower. Okay, so we lost the second tribute. Not a big deal at all. They actually have gone now ahead on XP because we've had a couple of deaths. Alright, so let's just push the top row here. We're gonna... Okay, wow. Against Lunara and Vala, I'm not going to be able to do anything here. Alright. So, yeah, this is not going so well. So, anyway, so as I was saying earlier about Murky, is like if the people around you don't understand how he works, then it's unfortunately you're not going to be able to play well. You know, he's a great siege... Okay, I am about to die. Alright, so I need help here. Alright, and they're going to target my thing again. Damn, these guys unfortunately are incredible. Alright, so nobody is helping me, but I've got two up here, so that also means that we're going to have less people on the tribute. Alright, so I'm going to head over to the tribute, but oh crap, I got to clear this out real quick. And then I'm going to head down. Alright, so we did a ton of damage. Okay, so obviously the whole purpose is to try and stay alive for as long as possible, because this thing here, Living the Dream, it can stack up to 15, increasing our power by a lot, and unfortunately, okay, I died as well. I was not expecting that. The Li Ming's And unfortunately, that's what happens when you play against people that are like super bursty, like Li Ming or like you know, Nova or even Vala, who can do a ton of damage and then can do a lot of following. You know, it's not exactly the easiest thing to do. I'm just gonna see if I can do here. Wow, even from that close, she can kill me that quickly. Or, I don't know, that's weird. That doesn't make any sense. Alright. I'm just gonna push up here and get back some of our experience. I died way more than I should have be dying, but unfortunately, when you're playing with bursty characters like Vala and Li Ming, there's really not much you can do, to be honest. I mean, I could probably be better positioned, but it's very difficult. As soon as they targeted me, it's almost like a guaranteed kill on their part. So here, as you can see with the way we position that the pufferfish, and of course Lunara is back on top of my ass. The way we target the powerfish, then you know we can do a lot of damage to both structures at the same time. So unfortunately, I can't do anything here. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. I really can't do anything against Lunara because she can attack me from far away. Okay, so we're going to decrease the cooldown on our bubble. That's going to give us a little bit more. It's going to give us the ability. Look at that. I haven't even done anything. Alright, I'm just going to drop. I'm going to die probably, but it's alright. I'm just going to drop my pufferfish. Alright, great timing by Lunara, by what's her name's. And I'd like to go down and help, but unfortunately Lunara's really been a pain in my ass, and I wish I was in another lane, because Lunara is not exactly the person I want to be with when against. Alright, so I'm just going to poke here since Lunara is not here. Since Lunara is sticking here, I'm going to make sure that our siege or our bruisers continue going through. Now obviously I need to be here because of the fact that this is important one for them. So I'm just gonna poke here. I'm gonna try and get out of here. Sergeant Hammer is very well positioned. Alright, see if we can kill her. We did. I'm gonna just stay here and body block Murdens in the... what in the world is Li Ming doing? Alright, so we are about to die here, but that's alright. Alright, so we are okay. I'm just gonna drop this here to zone people out. Should be able to... oh crap. Let's see if we can do something here meaningful. Oh crap. What are they doing? Why is nobody stopping anybody here? Okay, I don't understand why Sergeant Hammer uprooted. He should have just stayed there. Oh my god, okay. This is getting a little frustrating, but that's alright. Let's just stick with it. Alright. We're gonna go back and gonna have to help defend these things. I'm gonna go up top because there's obviously a ton of minions up there, as you can see. Alright, so they are... what the hell? Li Ming's in the middle of our base. I'm not sure what she's doing. She's obviously following Sergeant Hammer, but she is about to get her ass handed to her if she doesn't actually make it there. Alright, so we're just gonna... no, leave my egg alone. Seriously? Leave it alone! Why are you targeting my egg? Alright, I'm gonna have to move that, because unfortunately the next time they make a push, they're gonna be able to destroy it, so... and unfortunately there's no real hiding place here to put it, so I'm just gonna put it here. SGTY. What's SG? I know TY is usually probably thank you, but I'm not sure what SG is. I wonder if he's saying good game, thank you. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, so we can still come back from this. Safety bubble heals you. This is going to basically... who are they talking about? Okay, I wasn't paying attention to what was going on down there. I was clearing the wave up top. But it sounds like something fun is going on. Ooh. Alright, not enough quick reflexes to press my E. Alright, so unfortunately we have Sergeant Hammer and myself, who are obviously both specialists. They've got a ton of burst damage. I need to get... seriously? I was trying to use my R to grab Vala, but that didn't work out so well, and I have died way too much for what I'm doing. But unfortunately, There's not much. I'm trying to keep the team in here by generating as much XP. So what's Murky going to do is he's going to generate a ton of XP because of the ability to clear out structures pretty quickly and whatnot. So it's Alright, so seriously? I'm just going to get out of here. No need to be fighting Murden. Alright, so Li Ming is by herself here. I'm going to see if we can come and focus me, Li Ming. Alright, so we should be able to kill Li Ming here pretty much, no problem. Alright, finally my Octograb did something. We're going to go down and kill this. They're, if anything, they might roll down to the other boss. No, they've lost 2, so I think we're safe to say that they shouldn't focus. Alright, so we do have to. I'm going to drop my pufferfish here, get out of that, and then head over. We should start heading over to the. Alright, to the tribute. It's spawning, so we should be able to get it. Now, we are at a person advantage, so we might be able to actually get this tribute. Especially if Hammer appropriately... You know what? They're probably just going to give this to us. Well, actually, Mouth is coming in. I can Octograb you, buddy. Alright, so Li Ming just wasted her ability. Alright, so we did manage to kill... wrong person to target, but that's alright. Oh, unfortunately, we managed to... Alright, so that was unfortunate. I was trying to target the other person. I targeted Malfurin by mistake, but that's alright. What are you guys doing? I literally don't understand why you would fight there. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. We've got the tribute, there's nothing to gain, and now we've lost 3 people. Like... Alright, I'm just gonna get out of here. Actually, we probably could have turned around on... What in the world is going on? I am speechless. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what Murden's talking about. But apparently Murden's the one who is chasing, and we really no need to chase. So Murky, if you time it well, and I did not time it well, is actually pretty good at clearing out camps. You drop your pufferfish, you got your slime as soon as your pufferfish is about to explode. With the obviously the way I've spec'd him, he's good because of the fact that you have a decreased bubble mechanism, you have a decreased cooldown, let them have it, guys. Let them have it. Like this whole principle, we're down 2 levels. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's not an important one if they get it. It like literally makes no sense that they were going for it. Like, it literally makes no sense. Going one-on-one, it provides no advantage whatsoever. And unfortunately, sometimes you just have to be smart with the way you play. I mean, that's literally all it's what it's all about. I mean, just play smart, fall back, don't go into something you don't need to go. Alright, so we did manage to grab their healer, and I'm about to die. That's alright. Me dying again, not a big deal, as long as the team is focusing the right person. Obviously, I'd like to die a lot less than what I've been dying, but like I said, with having so many bursty people, you know, it's not necessarily easy. All right, so now we're 1-to-1. Their healer is gone, so that's going to provide us well. He is very poorly positioned if that's where he's planning on staying. I'm just going to sit here and focus. All right, if they're smart, see, they played the smart thing. Well, actually, they didn't. I was going to say they were going to play the smart thing, and I'm just going to... Alright, so we want to get to 20. That's what's important to us, because we want to get the ability to be able to get a Shark 2, which is a very powerful mechanism if we can get to 20. So, alright, so we actually... Murden should be able to get Li Ming here if he plays his cards. They're really just focusing on stopping us. So we've got a Shark 2, which is awesome. Alright. What? How did... Oh my god, it literally killed me from the back. Seriously? That doesn't make any sense. He had, unfortunately, Vala had dropped her rain or whatever it's called, and done, and it had already dropped it, so it killed me from behind. I know that sounds dirty. Sorry. All right, so we finally got a curse, so hopefully we can at least make up some of the lost XP that we've had. Should be so. We want to drop our pufferfish here. God, did I really just miss this? Yeah, I did. So you're supposed to drop the pufferfish in a way where it actually targets both of them. Obviously, in this case, I didn't, but that's all right. It's not a big deal. Alrighty. Again, with Li Ming, unfortunately, there's not much I can do with that. All right, I'm gonna come here and grab this. I'm gonna drop the pufferfish again. So what you want to do is you want to drop the pufferfish, and just as it's about to explode, attack with all your abilities, and that way everything is on cooldown, and then you should have your W up in time to really be able to take this. Obviously, being this high level as well helps. And then as soon as you're really low on health, you just prop your E, and you should regenerate to full health, and you should be able to continue it and clear it out completely. Wait, why aren't you attacking? Attack! Okay, I guess I got out of the bubble and I couldn't attack. Alright, so my guess is, okay, so they are clearing camps. We did manage to get the top one. Alright, so what does the team want to do? I am totally fine with anything, just let me know, and so we can, and Sergeant Hammer is about to get his ass kicked. Oh my god! Freaking Li Ming keeps crushing me, and unfortunately Sergeant Hammer just went down too. That was... And of course Murden is focusing their Murden, which is absolutely the wrong thing to do. Okay, there's nothing for me to do here. I'm just going to walk back. I'm going to mosey on back. Alright, so... what in the world do I do? There's nothing to do. I'm going to drop this. Murden is almost dead. Not Murden, Malfurion. Alright, so we did manage to zone them out. They are probably going to come back here. Alright, I'm just going to sit here for a little while, see if they come and get this. Are they going to come and get this? No, they might. They actually might go for boss. Yep, they are. Li Ming, I don't understand why you're killing yourself. Alright, so I'm just going to walk away from here. They're obviously going to come back for this camp. Hello. Alright, so at this point, this is probably a lost cause because there's not much I can do. I'm just going to bubble out of that. They've got the camps. Unfortunately, the two people are down. They're finally back up. Alright, so there's really not much more. Unfortunately, as a team, we just haven't been playing well. And, you know, it's not easy to have the perfect combo. So that's part of the difficulty of Murky, right? Is that obviously he's very squishy, so you'll immediately lose a player in your team if you die. Even if I can come back immediately, it's not the point. The point is that if the team doesn't know how to work around Murky, there's really not much you can do. Alright, so I'm going to tell them I'm on my way, but at this point they're definitely not getting... what are they trying to do? We're going to try and stop boss? Yes, that's what they're doing. I was trying to... Alright, so that was probably not the smartest of things to do. Oh, come on, my bubble. I pressed E. Oh, it's so frustrating when you try and do something and it doesn't work. Alright, so Sergeant Hammer has been by himself here. This is a lost cause, fighting 4 against 5 when one of your person is not here. Quit going for the damn tank. Alright, yeah, it didn't go so well. Who's going for the tank? Murden is going to die. We are going to grab the tribute, although for not, because we will die. Alright, Jesus. I'm going to go away from that. Alright, let's... Alright, All right, so it looks like Torrent did mark the tank, but again, I agree. I mean, at this point, we should probably ignore the... So I'm just going to sit here, pop my duck Q, should be able to clear this out, no problem. But we should not focus on said tank. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, if you're not going to take down, especially with the way this these guys are situated. All right, I'm coming down there. I just have to clear this out. All right. All right, so let's mount up and head down there. They did manage to get the boss, so well, I mean, obviously we have to get this tribute, otherwise we're really screwed, but we should have enough time to get this, and I did die, but hopefully they can get Malfurion in the process. I'm going to come back here and get the boss, since I am too far away to do anything. Hopefully we might be able to make a comeback out of this, although I doubt it. We'll see. We'll see. We did. Oh, we didn't get the curse. What the hell happened? I thought we were there already. Already. What the hell happened? This is so confusing. I totally thought we got the tribute. Okay, that doesn't matter. I don't think it's going to matter. I mean, this game has been one of those games where you just kind of try and do what you can, and unfortunately, oops, hopefully, yep, no, of course I misplaced that. The thing died just as I was putting it up there. They're pushing the bottom turret. There's not much I can do. There's a boss up here, and really not much I can do. Alright, so this is probably going to be a good game, because I can't kill the boss on my own. Alright, let's just... Gonna see if I can kill Lunara here. Gonna just bug the hell out of her. No, kill her, come on. Oh, seriously? I targeted the wrong person. Even though I wasn't gonna be able to do anything with the core. I know. Oh well. Nope, not good game. Alright, let's see, let's see how the stats were. I mean, obviously, with Murky, no matter how you play him, you're more than likely going to top the charts. Unfortunately, yeah, I mean, we just couldn't work together as a team. Too many deaths. I mean, Sergeant Hammer dying 10 times. I mean, I mean, I guess they have burstiness and everything, but so do we. We have our own Li Ming. I mean, we just weren't playing well as a team. We weren't protecting Sergeant Hammer. Murden and everybody else was focused. I think so many people were focusing the tank when they should have been focusing Malf and Li Ming, and then, well, probably, actually, I don't know. It's the lesser of three evils. Like, who the hell do you focus? But anyway, so that's Murky. And, you know, like I said in the very beginning, Murky is one of those guys where he's going to do a lot for you. He's going to obviously generate a ton of XP because of his ability to clear lanes and clear... So he's always going to keep you in the game. But it's really important to understand how to play with Murky. He dies very quickly. He is, you know, he's involved. He can pin down people very quickly. So the people around you have to understand, like, when your octograb is up, focus the person I'm octograbbing. When you guys are running away, you know, don't come back and try to save me. So, but anyway, that's Murky for you. You know, probably could have done a bit better. I think just because of the disaster that was our team, I couldn't do as much as I would have liked to have done with Murky. His ability to generate a ton of siege damage is incredible, but unfortunately, with the burstiness on their other team, I just couldn't do much. But the principle's there, right? The talents that I chose were all based on trying to do as much siege damage as possible. You know, the increased size of the pufferfish, the living the dream, making every one of my abilities stronger, so that when you drop your pufferfish around the two towers and the gate, as soon as it explodes, it's going to do a ton of damage. You do that 2 or 3 times, and you're going to clear every structure. And you can, the fact that you can drop these things and get away relatively easily because of your bubble, it makes it just a very, very unique thing. But like I said, in this game, unfortunately, we had too many bursty people that we really couldn't do too much on the opposite end. But anyway, that's Murky for you. You know, hopefully you got a good idea of how he works and what's you know, how to play him. But Anyway, well, thanks for joining me in this video, and we'll see you guys soon. All right, take it easy. Bye.